Hello. I'm not sure if this has started streaming yet, but um, I'm just so everyone knows, if anyone's watching yet, I'm probably not going to be checking the chat as much because my iPad's like low on battery. But I decided I might as well do a stream today, talk about stuff. You know, things aren't doing so well. But yeah. Pretty low. Never mind. Oh, that's weird. Dang it, those stupid skeletons. I can't get up there. They're not gonna let me. Hug. To be honest, things aren't doing too well. I mean, not me, but like, just everything in general. Alright, now I can get these stupid things. Oh, dang it, another stinking skeleton. 2, actually. There. Got it. Alright. But, what? Can I break that? Okay, break that. I think most people have heard about the Nigeria stuff. But I already posted a video on it just to get that out quickly. I'm gonna go ahead and check the chat, see if anyone is watching yet. Doesn't say so, but who cares? I'm not exactly too sure what to say. Alright, what coordinate is this? We are quite far away. Take this. There we go. Anyways, I gotta start putting stuff away. SWAT helmet. That's a good helmet. I need another chest apparently. But I got a sharpshooter book. Oh. I need some more chests, apparently. I did start another new world, though. Alright, I'm gonna check chat real quick. Yeah, not sure if the chat's actually working. I'm gonna just check YouTube real quick, see if the stream's actually up. Must be set to stream settings. Hold on. Yeah, it automatically set it to private. Where did I put public? Alright. For some reason, the stream was automatically set to private. I'm not sure why. That's a common problem whenever I'm trying to make streams. They automatically set it to private. Do I want... Oops, that was dumb. Alright, I need a mending moss. I'd also like to set up my iPad so I can actually read the chat. That would be good. Yeah, I'm going to turn that down. And my stream should be up. Yep, it's up. And I'm a little loud. Oh, hi Firestorm's cousin. I started the stream and it automatically turned it to private, so it made it so I streamed for a while, talked about stuff, but it was automatically on private for some reason, so no one could see. I'm going to turn the brightness up a little bit more so I can actually see what I'm looking at, but... This is a new modded world. I decided to get rid of Essential because apparently some people are saying Essential's a virus. So, yeah. Oh wow, there's a lot of people already talking. Can you mod me, please? Hi, I'm on a new one. Yes. Lots of day 189 of... How do you even remember that? Do you have like a piece of paper that you're constantly writing on or something? What happened to my mic? I don't know what happened to my mic. Hold on, one moment. Alright, I plugged my mic back in. Let's see how I sound. I don't know what happened to my mic. I mean, I have dropped it a few times, so it might have broke. But, yeah, I don't know. You can still hear my voice. That's good enough, I guess. But, eh. Sounds different? Can you do Battle Royale? No, I don't think so. I intended this to be a Minecraft stream. In fact, I'd have to change everything to make it a Battle Royale stream. Alright. Huh? There we go. Why are there so many mobs down here? I mean, I know I didn't light this place up that good, but like, there's no more spawners. I'm gonna get like a stack of this stuff, so I never have to come down here again. Dang it. Oh, dog's barking. Cool. Anyways, yeah, I know. I still need to make that channel with my brother. I have not done it yet. Just out of pure procrastination. But one thing I am focusing on doing, or at least trying to focus on doing, because I'm not very good at that, good at determination, but one thing I'm trying to do is learn how to draw. It's going alright. It could be better, though. But, eh. Which one is better, the Nintendo Switch 2 or regular Nintendo Switch? I've never had any of those, so I don't know. Also, you do not want to see my art. It's not art. You don't want to see my drawings. You said it. It's not even art. There's sketches. They look bad. And sometimes they look really bad. I'm still learning how to try to draw. And I've only been doing it for a few weeks. It's not going particularly well, but honestly, what I need is just to focus on drawing more. I didn't know there was mossy stone on this. I don't have a Nintendo Switch. I don't play on those kinds of things. I only play on the computer. Sometimes my iPad, but not normally. Oh. I only made 7. Oh. I also need a bookshelf. Do I have books? Of course I don't have books. Yeah, no, I don't have books. Alright, back into that dang dungeon again. Man. Why is everyone talking about a Nintendo Switch? That doesn't have anything to do with what I'm doing right now. There's probably books in here, right? Yeah, bookshelf. And a flower pot with a sapling in it. What do we got in here? Cookies? Well. Because I'm not on the Switch. Light to someone. What? Just so you know, my iPad's kind of far away from me, so it's hard for me to read what you're saying, but I don't understand what you mean. Bam. Alright, now I just gotta throw this thing on my chest plate. Yay. That's basically mending. However, it works a little bit differently. Let's grab one of these. Throw it down there. I also need a faucet. How do you make one of those faucets? Hold on. No, not a faucet. That's what it's called. Splunk XP shower. Yeah, that makes plenty of sense. There we go. That plus a stone button, and I think we got it. That should heal my chest plate right up. I'm not sure if that actually did anything, but I have many moss on it, so it must have worked. There. 41. Is it not absorbing XP? Come on, absorb this stupid thing. Hold on. It's only absorbed 29? What? That just doesn't even make any sense. Yeah, it's weird. Who cares? How has the Minecraft world been going? I mean, I just started it. I got one of these bowl axes. I thought they were better than they are. They're kind of just like a a little better than a netherite axe, and when you right click it does that. But that's not really important because that almost does nothing. It does like 1 damage. It's like getting hit by a cactus, so it's not really worth anything. I got these cloud boots with mending on them, so that's nice. So I can fly around all the time and heal up my boots. I do need a better helmet though, so what I'm gonna do is take this. Should be in here somewhere. Oh yeah, this SWAT helmet. For some reason, these SWAT helmets are really overpowered. So I'll take off the mending helmet because these SWAT helmets, they have 5 armor instead of 2. Even diamond armor has 3, but these have 5. And if you put like a protection 4 book on it, it's good as gold, honestly. Oh wait, I got some stuff up here. I need to put it away. Yeah, that's a lot of junk. We got some blocks, some ammo blocks. That's weird. Where else would I put ammo blocks? Oh, there's my ammo blocks. There we go. Beautiful. I got an Eldridge blade, a recurve bow, longbow, boots, and I now need to start putting stuff in here. There we go. Okay then. Obsidian going in there, and then I got this super rare Relian Battle Sup. That plus a hot potato for the ultimate food weapons. I don't understand them. They're not good. Does the attack at least have knockback? I mean, I guess it has knockback. I mean, it pushes them back, but they just jump over it, so it doesn't mean anything. I thought it'd be good, you know, like keep mobs away, but nah, not really. It's not very useful. Anyways, got a Prot 4 book in here. Prot 4. Protection 3? Are you kidding me? Oh. Prot 4, yeah, alright. Go ahead and throw it on that. 4 levels. That'll be a good hat. Kinda looks a little stupid on me. I mean, I guess my face looks stupid on me, but you know what I mean. That chestplate reminds me of when I played Skyblock. Well, I would like to maybe craft a gun. Not sure what I was thinking though. Yeah, I'll just go grab a bunch of clay and just get to it. Not really sure what kind of gun. What gun should I get? Why don't you decide? I don't really feel like picking what gun I should get. Why did I don't even know why I asked you. I know exactly what you're gonna say. You're gonna say something stupid. You're gonna say like some pixel gun weapon. I'm talking about an actual gun, both a Minecraft gun in the Flans mod. Roblox. What? Roblox stream when? I'm not really sure if I can stream Roblox. I think it worked in the past though, so maybe I can. But at the same time, what even is there on Roblox anymore? All the good games have either updated just to the point that they're not good anymore, or they've been taken down, or no one plays them anymore. That or they have not been updated in like 17 years, like a Lumber Tycoon. I mean, I guess that game does get updates, but they're not really good updates. I'm not really sure who plays that game anymore, though it used to be fun. The prophecy did? What? Scary Shawarma Kiosk. Well, I can't stream Roblox. I don't understand it. Plus, why would I stream Roblox in the first place? There's like no fun games on there anymore. Like, I remember there was one or two games I like to play. I like to go and spread the gospel and rate my avatar, And I used to like to play Build Up Treasure, but honestly, Build Up Treasure is so laggy and glitchy at this point that there's no point in playing it anymore, in my opinion. Honestly, I feel like the maker of it should just make a Steam version of it. That would be much better. But, you know, the game could be very nice if it was updated well, but honestly, I haven't seen like a worthwhile update for that game in like 6 years. I mean, I guess I have seen the good old scale tool. I remember they added that thing in. That was the first time I spent money on gold. That was stupid. Especially because I had an auto farm of gold. I guess that's the point of Roblox. Just get you to spend your mom's money on stuff. Minecraft costs $7. But it's a black screen. You could try using screen capture instead of game capture if that's what you're doing. Good idea. Build-A-Boat has not died off. It's died off in my eyes. I don't see it as good anymore. I used to like the game, but it's just... PvP used to be really fun on that game. Back before they added in a few things. For example, those trap blocks, those things, they completely ruined the point of the game, the point of PvP. Not only that, it kind of reminds me of the trap block. It kind of reminds me of when Block City Wars, if you ever know that game, whenever they added in mechs into the game. Everyone just saved up their money and bought mechs. And anyone who didn't use a mech just lost immediately. And just fell into obscurity. Basically turning the game into a mech game. Sure, you could not use a mech if you didn't want to. But it didn't matter. Because if you didn't use a mech, you just lose. And that's kind of the same deal with Build-A-Boat. If you don't use trap blocks, a giant trap block machine, you're not going to do anything. You're not going to get anywhere. The screen is cracked, jumping on pixels from the display, way worse on the front. The screen is cracked? What do you mean the screen is cracked? I don't understand. Are you talking about another Nintendo Switch? Are you talking about my stream? I hope you're not talking about my stream. I hope my stream isn't messed up. That'd be no fun. Can you try what Jerry said, by the way? Yeah, I mean, I could try that eventually, but I just don't get the point of it because there's nothing interesting on Roblox anymore. I mean, I don't want to be a Roblox YouTuber. I like Build-A-Boat. I like some games on Roblox, but Roblox, all in all, I do not like it very much. Roblox has kind of fallen apart in my eyes. You know. Not sure how, but I lost a bunch of levels. Weird. What else do you gotta say? Screen on my phone, okay. Could you play Arsenal's or Rivals, some FPS game? Swarma. Emergency spawns. Okay. I don't think you understand the games I like to play. I don't even really understand the games I like to play. I could try to help you understand what the games I like to play. But basically, I do not like a lot of the games you like to play. I don't. I don't find games where you just drive around a car fun. I don't find games where you shoot each other fun. I did like Pixel Gun for some reasons. I guess mainly nostalgia and the currency system. That was what was interesting about Pixel Gun for me. I liked that. But there was also a lot of things I didn't like about Pixel Gun. Pixel Gun always has been a very money grubbing kind of game. I don't know if I should feel bad to say that, but it's just kind of true. But that's not the reason I stopped playing it. I stopped playing it because I got bored. That's the thing with me. But I'm not as super interested in random random games where you just shoot each other, like Arsenal or anything like that. I don't know. I used to like those games. I just don't anymore. I don't know. I don't control the things I like. If I could control what I like to do, I would be drawing every day, because that's actually worth my time. Anyway. Which kind of harkens back to why I'm making the stream. I'm trying to... The whole point of the stream, I guess, is to talk about what's going on in Nigeria. But, you know, I'm not sure if you heard of it. It's not great. But, you know. Missing a lot of stuff. Yeah, I know I'm missing stuff in Pixel Gun, but I don't really care about that. Because no matter how hard I try, how long I play, I'm never going to be able to get every gun in that game. Alright? It's never going to happen. I'm not going to be able to get every collectible. If I wanted to do that, I would had to have started freaking 13 years ago, or whenever the game was made. In 2013. I literally would never be able to get every single gun. There's no way. And then there's no point in trying to collect everything in that game. It kind of reminds me of when I was trying to get #1 sand on Skyblock. I would spend lots of time pouring into it, but at the end of the day, I was only doing it for fun, because I wanted something to work towards. But I never got it, no matter how much effort I put into it. I never got a #1 sand. And even if I did get a #1 sand, I would just eventually lose it again. Because there's always going to be some other person to go past you. And the thing with Pixel Gun is, even if you get every single weapon in the game, it doesn't matter, because a week later they're going to add 10 more weapons, and you have to, it basically just makes you a slave to Pixel Gun, who you have to play every single day to get all the weapons over and over again for years, and they're never going to stop adding weapons until their game dies. So there's no point. It doesn't mean anything. It's pointless. I don't really want to spend my time doing that. I'd rather do something I like doing. You know, like if I like collecting that stuff, then sure, why not? But I don't. I just don't like doing that, so I'm not going to do it. It's just kind of how it is. But yeah, that's kind of how Pixel Gun is for me. I mean, it was fun. The thing is, I only really played Pixel Gun for fun. And whenever I would get super high level and I would start just struggling in all the matches, I would just start a new account, because I didn't want to be super high level. I didn't really care about getting to level 65. It didn't mean much to me, because I like the grind of the game. I like grinding to get guns, armor, weapons, all sorts of fun stuff like that, and then going out and using them and having fun with them. That's kind of the point of games for me, is to have fun. I'm not trying to succeed in the game. I'm trying to have a good time. Which, a lot of times, to have a good time, you need to succeed. But that's not always the case. And I'm not going after success in that game. I know I'm not going to get anywhere if I spend all my time doing that. I don't know. I don't see the point in just spending all my time going crazy about Pixel Gun weapons. Old weapons. Yeah, the old weapons are becoming a lot less rare, because, you know, people are just simply either cheating them into the game, or Pixel Gun's just letting you get them simply through regular processes, which is fine and all, but you know, it does make the things less rare. Kind of reminds me when Build-A-Boat added new old blocks and allowed you to buy them, which isn't a bad thing. It just makes them less rare. It's just kind of a natural consequence of it. You know. But I just don't see the point in playing Pixel Gun. I only see the point in something, in doing something, if it's either fun or profitable. If it's worth my time. Like, for example, preaching the gospel. That's worth my time. And I like doing things if they're fun, which can also be worth my time. So technically, the whole point of it is profitability. Because it can be worth your time to have fun and play games. You know, it's good to do that sometimes. You know. But I'm currently just playing Minecraft. I mean, I should probably upload videos more, you know, just to get things done. I'm currently trying to make my own thing. It's probably going to take me 6 to 8 years to make whatever I'm trying to make. I remember I was going after trying to make these little pixel gun things, but that would be fine. But I just feel like that's not going to be #1 on my goal tray. Plus, I don't know how to do it. But something simple like drawing, I can figure out how to do that. I don't even need YouTube tutorials for it. I can just start drawing, and I'll slowly start getting better at it. It's kind of the thing with drawing. I don't think Pixel Gun's worth my time. I don't find it fun. I don't find it profitable. I don't really want to do it. But, yeah. Let's see, of all the guns I can get, let's see what I want. I could get a Dragunov, but I don't really feel like getting one of those. Random guns here, AKs, not using an AK. SMGs, that's not as bad. I could get a mini Uzi, or I guess an MP5 would be best. But at the same time, I can't use an MP5 unless I empty my hand, which is annoying. So I guess I'll go for a shotgun. Let's see what kinds of shotguns we can get. I can't use that one unless I empty my hand as well. Pistols, let's see what we got for pistols. Any of them cost fiberglass? Nope. They seem to all cost iron plus the other thing, so guess I might as well go for an SMG of some kind. But what I want is almost every big Pixel Gun streamer is gonna be quitting next year. Dang, that sucks. I mean, it was a fun community, but guess it wasn't the most important thing in the world. You know, I mean, I guess Pixel Gun is like fun and all, but it's like I can tell Pixel Gun for a while has been clinging on to life. The game has been slowly dying. I don't think they understand what made Pixel Gun fun in the first place. I don't think they understand what made it fun in the first place. I feel like most of the weapons in the game are confusing, like random ones. I don't know. I feel like the game's a lot harder to play, and that's why I liked Battle Royale the most, because no matter how much time you spend, you're not gonna give yourself an unfair advantage in Battle Royale. You can't. I mean, you technically can if you use the cars, but those cars are not even worth anything. Like, no one uses cars in that game. But the thing is, you can't just pay to get a really good weapon and then just beat everyone. And you can't just get an automatic aimbot weapon and just kill everyone with it, unless you hack, of course. But you could just go in there, get random weapons, and you would be able to win purely off your skill. And that's what made it fun. Because your skill, you could bring that anywhere with you, you know? Sure, you can get rusty over time, but you can bring your skill anywhere with you. You can't bring your credit card everywhere with you, you know? Because if you get a new account, like there's no, I don't know, there's just no fun in playing a game if you just have to spend money in order to play. But I don't know. People do what they want. I don't know. I say I don't know a lot if you couldn't notice. But I find Pixel Gun a little bit of a dilemma. I feel like what I'd like to do, if possible, is eventually attempt to create something like Bilbo on Steam, if possible. That would be nice. I'd like to get that done, if possible. Oh man, I hate these things. You know what? I'm not dealing with those things. I'm not dealing with that dungeon. Yeah, I remember, actually, I don't know if I've told you, all three of my older brothers used to all play Pixel Gun, all with me, a long time ago, back when the game was, back when gems were just added into the game, and they didn't affect things too much. I guess the downfall of Pixel Gun was gems. As soon as they added in gems, trying to make money off the game. Which, there's nothing wrong with trying to make money off a game you made. There's nothing wrong with that. Obviously. You need to be able to sustain the game and be able to profit from it. But the game became just so money-centered that it just became impossible to play. Because anyone could just go and spend a bunch of money, and if they thought that was fun, they would do it. I just don't see it fun at all to spend money on a game. I don't know. But I made this stream so I could talk about what's going on in Nigeria, but I didn't talk about it very much today. I'll probably stream for a few hours, or at least until I get hungry. I'm glad there's some people here talking to me. That's nice. See what you're saying. I don't know. I mean, I think Pixel Gun has the potential to be a fun game. But for it to be fun, it needs to not be pay to win. But also, at the same time, there's some things that just turn the... Like, when you add in a feature, or there's a strategy you can use that's better than every other strategy, that becomes the whole game. Like, for example, 3-cat spamming. 3-category spamming. People will do that, and it made it a lot easier. Well, I guess a lot easier, but it made it so you could win the game more often. So people kept doing it. And that's not bad. It's just, it turned the whole game at level 65. It turns the whole game into just repeatedly spamming the same weapons over and over again. And it just makes the game exhausting. It makes me want to just, you know, get a new Steam account and download the game again and start over from ground one. And the game doesn't let you just restart your account. It lets you, if you spend enough gems, you can get a new account, but you can only do that once. After that, you have to spend money. And then they're trying to make a new Pixel Gun where they make a Pixel Gun 2. Honestly, that sounds like it'd be terrible in my opinion. It doesn't sound like it'd be fun at all. Pixel Gun 2. I don't know, man. That doesn't sound like it's going to be very interesting. It just sounds like... I mean, I remember back when they added in Pixel Gun World. That was kind of fun. I never got the chance to play it because either I didn't have a good enough computer or I just... I don't know, maybe I didn't have access to it. I don't know. I remember that game. It may have been that I simply learned about the game after they got rid of it. But I remember it was a nice game. I mean, they had different weapons. Everything was different. But even if it was here today, I don't know if I'd play it. Like, I try to focus my channel on what I want to do. Because I don't want to... Oh, wow, it's a mini villager. That is... Actually, wow, that is... Let's just write down those coordinates real quick. Negative 7450 67 negative 7445. Alright, that's pretty cool. We found a mini villager. We're gonna go ahead and go for that. Alright. Now let's go ahead and grab all of my emeralds. And we're gonna grab some bookcases in a moment. Typically you don't find those. But Christmas is probably going to be a little messy this year. I don't know if you heard, but apparently some jihadists in Nigeria are planning something big on Christmas Day. I guess it's just to mess up our holidays or something. I don't know. Maybe it's that. I don't know. It's pretty bad. Jihad, you know. Not sure. I mean, there's not really anything I can do about it, you know, except just sound the alarms, you know. Like, I'm not in any position to stop that. But, you know. I don't know, man. I honestly feel like Build-A-Boat has the most potential to be a fun game if it was worked into Steam and changed dramatically. I think it could be very, very fun to play. To be able to make your own PvP things and then just use them. I think that would be the most fun you could get out of Pixel Gun. I mean, not Pixel Gun, Build-A-Boat. If it was kind of turned into a PvP game. I don't know. I mean, I've been talking about Build-A-Boat, the things I wanted it to be for a while, but Build-A-Boat, it's a fun game, but it's on Roblox, and Roblox is slowly withering away. Because people are, I don't know if you heard, but Roblox is being sued currently. I mean, it has been sued. If you've experienced anything bad on Roblox, you can apparently get payouts, but thankfully our family didn't experience anything like that. Though my siblings were playing on Roblox for a while. You know. But I don't know. I feel like Build-A-Boat would be a very nice game if it was imported to Steam. Not in the same Build-A-Boat fashion, but like it'd be nice. It would need to be nice and simple too. Why you wouldn't want it to be complicated. But yeah, I don't know. Pretty soon I'm going to be getting an air fryer, which is nice. It's basically a healthier way to make food. That's similar quality to deep fried food, but it's much healthier. So I'm going to be going for get one of those things. Probably gonna be making a bunch of onion rings and stuff with them. I don't know. That's just kind of the stuff I'm interested in nowadays. Alright. It's almost the same coordinate. Well, let's go. This way, and this way. I'm gonna drink some of this lemonade I got. To be honest, I don't really know why we got that anyway. I'm gonna look at the chat real quick. I'm saying when Bilbo dies, probably when Roblox dies. You can get your games and if they're good enough games, you can produce them on Steam. Because Bilbo, Roblox, it's one of those games where you make your own games. You learn how to code, and you make your own games, and that's what was a good thing about it, because the community could make whatever games they wanted, and they could play it with each other. But Roblox itself is very limited. It's limited by just how it's designed. It's, you know, there's not a ton that can be done about it. I just feel like it'd be best to just switch to Steam. This isn't like a Steam advertisement, but you can make a Steam game for $100. Like, you could literally work for like literally a few hours, and you could make your own Steam game. And then you could perhaps pay someone to code the game, and if it doesn't work, well, you only lost like a few $100. That's like not nearly as bad as spending, I don't know, actual months coding a game just for it to not do well, or for the entire platform to get taken down. But I'm not sure what's up with Roblox. I think they're trying to crack down on what's going on, but they're not doing well with it. Man, why would this thing die? Must have Prot 4 armor. It hasn't even... Get out of here. There you go. But honestly, I don't know. I'm not sure when I'm making this new channel with my brother. I know I gotta get it done because, you know, it would be a good channel. Talk about like free grace theology and stuff. Things like that. In Christianity, free grace theology is like the most disgraced theology you could possibly have. People don't like it for some reason. I think I understand why people don't like free grace theology, though. It's because they're trying to protect Christianity from people who will claim to be Christian and then not have works. But the Bible's clear on how to be saved. It's basically people trying to gatekeep salvation. I understand why they're doing it, but they have a good intentions, but it's not good, of course, to gatekeep salvation. You know, the Bible spells out salvation. You know, you just believe in Jesus, which I believe means to trust in him. But me and my brother are currently having a hard time finding a church, because all of the churches around us, they say they're free grace, but then they don't actually believe almost anything to do with free grace theology. They still say they're free grace, though. I don't know. But it's kind of hard for us to find a good church. I feel like church in general has been completely warped from what it should be. Like, first off, who came up with the idea that you need a big old building for church? You should only need a building if it's cold outside. Like, what? Like, you could literally just gather in a field, get a Bible, and just talk with each other about it and read it. You don't need some big old expensive building and, like, a bunch of chairs and a bunch of Bibles in those chairs and little cup holders in the chairs. And you don't need, like, a bunch of TVs and guitars. You could literally do church just in your backyard, or you could do it in your house. It's fine. I mean, it's fine to have a building. It's like you only really need one though if it's cold outside or hot outside. But I think the whole point of church has been completely messed up, because church nowadays has become a complete and utter chore, like something you do that you don't want to do. I feel like church has become like that over time. I'm not sure why it's become like that or when it became like that, but church has been turned into an absolute chore. It's not something people want to do anymore, want to go to anymore. It's just something people see as a thing that they feel ashamed that they don't go to church, or they feel proud that they do, and it's just pointless either way, because a lot of churches that I've gone to, they don't even teach. I mean, a large amount of them don't even teach from the Bible. I mean, they'll open up the Bible, but they don't teach anything that the Bible's teaching. Instead, they'll just use the Bible to teach what they want to teach, which is typically some prosperity thing, and, I just don't see the point there. I feel like church should be vastly different from what it currently is. I believe church should be simply a gathering. Not people, not it's like having to be in a building or anything like that, but literally just a gathering of believers where they'll just talk about what they believe and try to figure out like what to do about it. Like, I don't see any point, like, whatsoever in the traditional form of church, because all you do is you go in there, you sit around for like an hour. You sit around for an hour. And the weird thing about the church that I go to is most of the time at church is just sitting around listening to people sing, which isn't bad, but it's the fact that the church isn't about, fellowship anymore. Like, I don't know what church is about anymore. Because you go to church, and most of the time people aren't even teaching from the Bible. And if they are teaching from the Bible, they're getting way more from the text. They're either getting almost nothing from the text, or way more than the text is actually teaching. And it makes no sense. I don't understand I don't understand what is going on. Like, I feel like there should be a lot more fellowship. I feel like church should be a place where people... I feel like, first off, this would be no such thing as a mega church, where there's like 1,500 different people instead of a church. That is completely pointless in my opinion. Because what are you even doing? Because there's no room for anyone to talk about what they believe, or no room for anyone to have edifying theology and edify one another. And I don't know. I feel like today's church is just too much singing and sitting down. I don't know. I feel like there's no fellowship in today's church. You sit next to each other, but you don't actually talk to each other. Like in the church I go to, they give you literally like 5 to 15 minutes to talk to each other. I think church should be largely built on talking to each other. Because obviously people are social. We need to talk to each other in order to be healthy. But not only that, I feel like if you're alone, just thinking, like talking to yourself all the time, and not talking to anyone else about Christianity, I don't know. I just feel like church today is just, it's been turned into a chore instead of into what I believe it's supposed to be. But I don't know. But I'd like to, back to Bilderbout. I'd like to see Bilderbout put into Steam, but I'm not sure if that's ever going to happen anyway. I guess I could try to get it done, because, you know, I'm an adult and I have money now, but I would have to wait several months to get that done. It's not something I'm just going to, like, pop up one day and just spend a bunch of money on. I also don't know how to code, so I'd have to hire someone to do it. That's not first on my agenda list anyway. What is first is trying to learn how to draw and starting to make my own thing. But that's probably going to take me several years of time. For sure. But anyways, I'm not really sure what to do now, so I think I'm gonna go. So I'll see you next time. I hope I can get the motivation to make more videos, but honestly, videos is not the point of everything. Videos is not the point of, you know, what I'm doing. I don't know. One thing I do know is I need motivation to start drawing a lot more often, because I can't just sit around and do nothing all day, you know. Well, I guess I'll see you next time. Goodbye.